And it's Sunday now. 11th February 2018. But it is getting brighter finally. Usually when it's like this, getting dark, that was like 1 or 2 months ago it was like at 2 o'clock, so now it's like at 4 or 5 o'clock, so it's 2 hours later. So that's really nice. Getting more brighter and brighter outside. Usually now it goes pretty fast until the sun starts shining, and we'll get more sort of summer mixed with winter weather. Like last year I think it was one day 17 degrees outside, and then the next day it was 2 or 4 degrees and snowing. Like just in one day, such a massive temperature difference. And in the middle of the day, not by the night or anything, like in the middle of the day it was snowing, when it was 17 degrees outside and sunny the day before, in the shadow of course. So this thing ain't got no retarder, only engine brake here on the floor. It works pretty nice. I think it's because we're not so heavy loaded. Man, I gotta check that out, man. What's up with this load, really? Oh, we have only 12 tons. And we have a truck and trailer, so that's very little. Let's put on these cozy lights, man. That's better. Because I'm feeling a little bit cold, and it's nice with some red lights, feeling a little bit more warm. And by the way, you guys, as I mentioned in the comment section of my other video, I forgot to say in the video that I started doing this Wim Hof breathing method, which is really interesting. Oh, you see some snow blowing off my roof. Hope the cars in the back are okay with that. And it's working quite good. I really love that breathing technique. I feel like so amazing when I'm doing it in the body. It's like I'm getting high just by breathing, really. It's crazy. I once fighted it with my girlfriend. Then I got a little bit sad. She got sad, so I tried doing this technique, because Wim Hof, he says it's best. It's really good to cure depression or stuff like that, really. Psychological stuff as well. So I tried doing it, and it really helped. Afterwards I felt like totally restored, you know. I could like take new steps. So the way it works, if you didn't know, by the way, Wim Hof is a record holder of like 22 Guinness World Records, exposing himself to cold. He climbed Mount Everest in shorts, for example, and he swam under ice like, I don't know, 100 meters or 50 meters, 40 meters I think it was, under the ice, like thick ice. So this guy is amazing with handling the cold. Not only that, he can also fight off diseases and viruses. They injected him with a E. coli bacteria virus. And Wim Hof, as awesome as he is, he breathed and he focused, and he said he can control his cardiovascular system, his autoimmune system, and autonomous nervous system. He said he can control all of that when all of the scientists say it's impossible. He says he can control his own body. So he sort of just laid there, they injected him with this bacteria, and after a few minutes he was cured from it. Normally people that gets injected with that, they get symptoms of a real virus, like like several hours with fever and everything, and he just fired it off in 10 minutes or something like that. I don't know how long, but very quickly, and no issues at all. So that's pretty amazing, yeah. And I thought it was too good to be true. So I had to test it out for myself, and the first thing I can say is that you feel amazing when doing it. Basically, you take some heavy breaths, like that, but you're gonna make it flowy, and you shouldn't like put too much effort to it. And you should breathe into your nose if you can, if you're not too blocked up, and breathe out to your mouth. And after doing that for like 40 times, maybe a minute or two, until you're feeling like a little bit woozy and like you're not like you're gonna faint, then you've absolutely gone too long. You don't want to have the feeling that you're gonna faint, but you're gonna feel like maybe you feel some strange feelings. I felt some very strange feelings, like you can feel it sticking in your hands or in your feet or in your face. Like for me it's different every time. Sometimes I get like stomach pain, and it's just so amazing, this Wim Hof breathing method technique. I think you all should check that out on YouTube if you haven't, and just make your own opinion on it. Don't just take mine, because you know, I want you guys all, don't just take my word for everything. Just check out on your own and learn for yourself. But so you do it until you feel this tickling feeling, or like you're feeling light and loomy in the body, he says. And once you do that, you take a few more breaths, like push yourself a little, take them really deep on the last ones. Then the very last one, you breathe in fully you can, and then you let go all of the air, and then hold it. Then you hold it, you know. You breathe out all of the air. After you've been breathing like that, like I showed you, like you're breathing fully and you let go, and you're breathing fully and you let go. But you should not make it hard. It should be a flow. It should be easy, you know. And you need to be undisturbed. You need to be laying down without a pillow, or sitting up on a like in a meditation position maybe, or something. And so once you've done those breathings 40 times or whatever, until you feel light and loomy, you let it all out, hold it, and then you hold it for as long as you can, until you feel a particularly strong urge to breathe. And by that time, you might feel strange things. Usually for me at that time, I feel like just very sort of clear, focused, and like I don't know, it's very hard to explain, but when you feel a particular strong urge to breathe in, usually between, if you're new, 40 seconds to 1 or 2 minutes. Some people can hold their breath for up to 10 minutes, because you get so much oxygen in the body so that you can hold your breath for longer. There's even different ways. You can breathe in and then you can do push-ups, for example, instead of holding your breath. But then you hold your breath, but you do push-ups as well, but you breathe in, you don't blow out the air. Nice, he waited for me. Good job, bro. Or girl. So once you hold the breath, you blow out, you hold the breath, and after that, when you gotta breathe in, you breathe in fully again, and then you hold that again, you hold that breath for maybe 20 seconds maximum 20 seconds, right? I don't know why, but you shouldn't hold it for longer than 20 seconds. Then you should just breathe normally, and you can do the exercise again 3 times. So to summarize this very long breathing technique that I just explained, probably sounding very complicated, to summarize it: breathing out uneffortlessly, or without too much effort. You breathe in and out for like 40 times, or until you feel gloomy or light in the body. Not that you're gonna faint, then you're going too far. But breathe in and out for like 40 times or something. And then on the last breath, you take a deep breath, you breathe out fully, and then you hold it for like 1 minute until you feel a particular strong urge to breathe in, and then you breathe in fully, and then you hold that for 20 seconds, and then you're finished. Usually when I breathe in on that last breath, that's when I feel so amazing. Like it feels like you get high. Like when you breathe in, it's like you're breathing in like some sort of natural highness. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but just if you want to test it out, leave your comments in the description below. There's of course warnings that you should not do this when driving or when handling a machine, or you know, you should be totally at peace, preferably in nature and not in your dusty home, especially if you have an allergy, because this thing, I've heard that it can like cure allergies also if you're doing this breathing technique constantly, and also exposing yourself to cold or doing different stretching and workouts. I don't know if that's supposed to change allergy, but it's good for you. So I just thought of that when I was turning on these red lights, because on my shower at home I have a red shower curtain with some palm trees and a sunset, and every time I look at that, or I'm near, and when I'm showering, I feel so warm just having that near me. So if you want to do this breathing technique and cold showers afterwards, then you can do also some sort of breathing technique, and you can focus on some special triangle to control your cardiovascular system, so that it engages your survival mode, and then it shuts off the blood from the arms or kind of the fingers, and it's like more focuses on the body and keeping you warm. It's pretty crazy stuff. But that really helped me out when I'm taking the cold showers. The red sunset palm trees shower curtain, that's really helpful, I think, because as Wim Hof said, most or almost everything comes down to the way you think and your mind, because he claims that he can control the autonomous nervous system and the cardiovascular system on his own, and that's said to be impossible by scientists. So really interesting stuff. And I wish I could have done this or seen this earlier and done this more, but I'm pretty lazy of me, and I bet most of you other guys are as well who wanna try this. So yeah, I gotta try and do it more often. Right now I'm not even doing it every day. I really should do it at least one time a day. You should do it 3 times after each other. It doesn't have to take so long. There's exercises on YouTube that's like 10 minutes or 5 minutes long, and you do all the 3 exercises. So yeah, enough about that. I guess I've talked so much about that. I guess I'll put that in the video title, because I bet now, I haven't checked the time, but I bet it's gonna be part 2 of this video soon. I thought I'd just upload 2 different parts so I don't have to edit them together, which takes a long time. Right now, as I said, I'm just gonna, I don't have so much battery life, by the way, so sorry if the camera will shut off. Like I think still it's part 1, but that's part 2. But so I'm just gonna drive now to this Bollmora and drop off the trailer, because I have other stores, 2 other stores that close earlier than Bollmora, so I'm gonna like drop off the trailer and then I'm gonna go to the other stores, and usually by the time I come back I have time over to empty the trailer, or if it's emergency the store can empty the trailer, like they have experienced staff there, like some sort of special special deal going on with my transport company that they can also empty the trailer, which is really good. It's just great, and it's very easy. And usually they do it perfectly fine, and they don't crack it or spill anything or crash anything, you know. So that's nice.
Om de inte kommer från västländer.
Let's put on some radio here. You guys wanted to hear some Swedish, and for so many of you want me to make Swedish videos, but now this Sunday I started to just do English because it's rarely that I work at this company. So I think I'm gonna do some Swedish video on the other company now in the week. So if you have any requests, I know one guy wanted me to explain all the buttons in the truck in Swedish because you can't understand English. Dude, you gotta learn English. Especially in Sweden, everybody knows English here, man. For me, I don't like the English language too much because I don't know, it's something about the accent and the way you speak. Like I like more maybe like Australian accent. It's like you talk nicer, you know, you talk a lot nicer and it's a lot more happier. And also British English is also very interesting language. Now I'm not really talking British English. I don't know what that was, but I'm sort of talking more American English, I guess. And yeah, the reason I don't like American English is that it's usually a lame language, and usually people speaking it tend to try to sound cool and stuff. I don't know. It's just, I mean, if you hear Swedish people talking, like real Swedish people, you can hear them very strange accents and very funny, and you know, it sounds nice. It sounds like you're putting effort into your speech and to sound like a kind person, you know. And that's great. I wish it was like that in the English language as well. I bet half of you doesn't even know what I'm speaking about. So this is a 21 pallet truck and 27 pallet trailer, or maybe no, that it's gotta be 27 pallet trailer. Yeah, it's like the other company. Follows really nicely. So yeah, I kind of like combining these two jobs that I'm doing now. Working at this food distribution job, and then at the other one which just drives one type of goods. Like really boring, but it's very nice. The other one is like a lot more laid back. Not as good pay as this one, but it's closer to my work, so I don't have to pay so much in fuel. And it's so laid back. Sometimes I get to quit early. You know, it's great. So I'd like to combine these two. Now it's Sunday, so this job is extremely good pay, and I really need some money because I really lost a lot on my caravan and on my I got so tricked on that car. Actually, man, that car is just so bad. Or the person who sold it to me is so bad. She didn't tell me shit, but I think they swapped out the engine because it broke down. I don't know, she's like lying to me and stuff. I was telling her, or asking her who she bought it from, and she said she bought it from her uncle's wife. And then I looked up the past owner, and I found his or her's fiance or man, or whatever it's called in English, not wife, you know, man. And I called him, I found his number, and he told me the engine had been swapped, and he said he is not uncle to anybody living over there, and I told him the name of her, and he didn't even know her, so she was just lying to me. And now I'm thinking about maybe I'm gonna probably put a legal demand, like you pay for the reparation costs and you pay for the back the money that the car is really worth, because it's not worth the money that I paid for it. And she even bought it for less than that from the guy I talked to. She bought it for 28 and I bought it for 29.2. It's just so ridiculous. And then she said, or her boyfriend said, because her boyfriend answered the phone instead of her, he said that she didn't want to lose money, that's why she didn't sell it cheaper. But she freaking gained money. She didn't even lose money, she gained money on by tricking me. So I think I'm gonna do some sort of legal demand that she needs to take the car back or repair for the reparation costs. Because I mean, I just bought it and then it broke down just afterwards. And the mileage must be off or something. Because as he said, they swapped out the engine and they changed the mileage to that engine, which you should not do, it's not allowed. But I guess some people try and do that and trick people like she did. So now I bet you it's part 2 here. I don't know. Is it? Man, I wish I could check that out somehow. But again, I have low battery, so the camera might die any moment. I don't think so though. I think we'll be alright. It was 30% when I started recording. I do have spare battery, but it's at home. And usually I don't need a spare battery, so I never bring it with me. I think I'm going to go to my car and pick up that USB on the go. And it's really nice because then I just plug that USB on the go into my phone, and I take out the memory card from the camera, which I just tapped on, and put it into the USB on the go, put it in my phone, and I just transfer the files real quickly, and then I can edit them, render them on the phone, and upload them on the phone. I don't have to use my computer because I found this Power Director application which should export in 60 FPS. The quality is probably not as good as the raw footages which I like to upload, like this one. Because now I'm not going to edit it on this video, it's going to be on the video before this. Or not that relaxing drive, but the vlog drive. Here we got a big ass uphill, so we gotta push it a little so we can stay in maybe 12th gear and save fuel. But right after this hill we have a big downhill, and then we're gonna take off right after the downhill. So there's no point in gassing so much really, just waste fuel, because we gotta slow down a lot soon, and then I'll be just wasting all the brakes. And you know, it takes like 1 extra minute going, or not even that, maybe 20 seconds, and I'll save so much on the brake pads. So now I'm gonna release the gas and start engine braking already. Actually, I should have released the gas even earlier, but you see here is our exit and it's a downhill now. So I'm pushing the exhaust brake button down on the floor with my foot. Shift it down, I have to have it in manual mode here. Shift it down again. Start blinking to the right. And here is Polmora, where the guy screamed behind the store. I will try and show you that, or maybe you'll see that. But if you haven't seen my other video, one time after I finished delivering here, I heard somebody screaming for help behind the building. It's like located by a mountain. And so we can walk in like a scary corridor way behind, It's so dark, there's no lights or anything. There's just a light behind the corner and all the way over there. So I went back there because I heard somebody screaming for help, and it turned out it was just a young guy training to be a metalhead, or you know, that music where you just scream all the time. So it was very scary. But so yeah, you can see here, like you see here's a mountain, so it's left of the store, like right in behind there. That's where the guy was, and screaming for help. And I was so scared I was gonna call the police almost. I actually had the phone number 112 police number in Sweden ready on my phone. Oh boy, this is what I hate with going here in the winter, because everybody parks like jerks, you see. Now he is in the way. Can he move? I mean, I'm not gonna be able to make it like that. Usually I always do it like this. You go in here. And lick the edges, but you don't want to lick them too much, because if you lick them too much and you mess up, you can really get stuck. So now, ooh, how am I gonna make this? Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's try and do a little bit like this and not cracking the frame. Oh, that's close. Oh. And now a little bit more again. Back. Oh, not cracking the frame. And here we go. Oh, perfect. You're not allowed to park there though, buddy. Ooh, and in the winter, when it's sometimes they parked here, they blocked up the whole way, and you gotta wait for them. Let that guy go. Actually, could have maybe turned in there and just reverse. Also, that would have worked. Now I wanna like lift up the boogie here, but where's the boogie? Where's the boogie on this thing? How can I not find that? It should be right over here. Oh, it's over here. Ah, it's too much pressure. We're gonna have to relieve the pressure then. So now we're relieving the pressure. We got 11.5 tons on the driving axle. Oh, maybe we'll let that guy drive out with his car first. Man, it's chaos over here. This is not a nice place when it's like this Sunday. Everybody wants to go shopping. Where is he? He disappeared. I didn't notice him come. Oh, there he is. Whoa, he scared me. go. Okay, now we're gonna go back and open up the doors. Oh, and then we can reverse the last bit. That's just perfect. Look at that, you guys. But I think, oh yeah, I'm supposed to take the port to that side. That's better, yeah. Yeah, that's a better port, but I'm gonna go open up. I'm gonna... Man, maybe I should tell her that I shouldn't park over there the next time I'm coming here. Young girl. Awkward. It's really awkward telling people like, hey, don't park over there next time, because they always get mad, like, why? They don't understand shit, you know. Okay, let's reverse the rest. Sorry if you had to. I'm probably gonna edit that out. So you go forwards a little bit, and then you go backwards a little bit, and then you should be into the port. Kind of. No, it's not that easy, man. It's complicated shit, this thing here. This takes ages to learn for some, and for some bright people who played a lot of Euro Truck, it takes 10 minutes and they can nail it. A few tips and tricks, but you'll learn them eventually on your own. Usually that's how people do it. Heavy steering wheel. Go a little bit more forwards to straighten it out. No, back again. And be sure not to brake too hard, because we're in a downhill, and if I just stomp on the brakes, the goods can fly out in the back. That beeping noise that you hear is because they're telling me to put the clutch down, which I already did, so it's no problem. What is that noise? Is it something scraping or what? Nah. Man, that's extremely close. Nice. Finished. As I said, I'm gonna leave the trailer now and go back towards Stockholm and then turn off Ormingen. Take care. Hope you liked the video. Check out the adverts and bye bye.